Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Gets around him. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And they'll go right back to Pierce. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's wondered in his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 62 yards.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Jackson's going to keep it.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to have to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They're going to look to throw.
They'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run on first down with Singletary.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Hand off left side.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there. First down, Ravens.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer.
That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Jackson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense.
And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like
there he goes, left side. 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
73 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? The throw to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Jackson now. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at about the 14. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll complete this one to Collins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Another carry for Pierce.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Give left side for Pierce.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Give to Cook out of the gun.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Cook now off the read option.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Cook now off the read option.
Just a yard on the pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. Tried to punch it in with the extra beef for the fullback on third and goal, but it didn't work.
And you think to yourself, more size, more physicality, you're going to wedge and create a hole. Sometimes that extra size.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson.
And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, here's Pierce.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 24-17. A little under 50 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
That is caught. Bateman.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing, Jackson.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.